That's incredible. Alright, what's going on guys? Welcome back to the Cigars of London YouTube channel. Today bringing you 2 Cuban cigars. Now these are very special cigars. These are the Casa del Habano releases. I have the Bolivar Libertador. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am.
Yeah.
This thing is an absolute beast, and we'll start off by showing you guys a close-up of both of these cigars. Do you want to just introduce yours?
Yes, so mine is the Ramon Allones Superiors, and again, as we say, it's a La Casa del Habano release, so limited edition. Neither of us have tried these before. This
smells so good. I am so excited to try this cigar. I've not had a Bolivar in a while, and the first one that I'm going back to is an absolute beast.
I've not had a bad Bolivar, I must say.
I love the size of this one.
Yes,
so this is a 54 ring gauge, and it's coming in at just over 6 inches, which is a great size cigar. I believe this is going to be quite a long smoke. I think this is probably going to take me over an hour.
Yeah, I think mine's like, I don't know, mine's like a 46 ring gauge. And lengthwise we've got 5.6 inches. So I think mine's going to smoke quicker than yours, obviously. Looking at the sizes, I reckon mine will be about 45 to 50 minute smoke. Yeah. We'll see.
Well,
we have been surprised though, haven't we, at times, as to sizes smoking quicker.
For a big cigar, this lit really quickly.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Still, it needs a little bit more lighting right in the middle, but I'm just going to let that heat up. So, straight off the bat, first couple of draws. That's incredible.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. There's something about the way.
Kind of man.
Yeah, there's something about that. There's something about the way the cigar feels in your hand. With that double band on, the La Casa del Habano band, you know it's special.
Ooh.
Limited to 5,000 boxes.
Really?
Yeah.
Mine too. Cool.
That's what the Casa del Habano is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's 50,000 of each of these cigars, which makes it even more special because this is one of them.
Yes.
That's extremely limited.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
That's extremely limited. So I have never actually tried a Ramon Allones. Not ever. So I'm gonna really enjoy it, I think.
You've just done a me there because you have.
When?
At the cigar evening.
No.
Yeah, we were gifted one and it was like the nicest thing we had tried.
Oh, that cigar evening. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was a good cigar.
That was a good cigar, really creamy. Let's not go off topic.
No, sorry.
That's a video in itself.
No, yeah.
So I kind of wanted to let you try this. Because that is unbelievable.
Goodness me, what a beastly thing.
That's a proper manly cigar.
Yeah, it looks bigger than a 54.
That is a beastly cigar. Have a go. This is like creamy and nutty. The Ramon Allones for me.
This Bolivar's nice.
I might even suggest you take off a little bit more on the end. That jaw's quite tight, isn't it?
I actually took off a lot less than I usually do, just to test it.
It might open up.
Yeah.
So, what am I getting from this at the very early stages? Oh, I'm so excited for this. That's a proper cigar, that is, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, oh, sorry.
No, go on.
So our last video was in the morning time, so perhaps we're a little bit like sleepy and stumbling over our words a tad.
Didn't know what was going on.
No, we were just like, Monty blah blah all over the place. So we're a little bit more lively tonight. We've had some time to wake up. Been on a nice little walk earlier. So yes, feeling fresh.
This is good. This is a good cigar right here. The draw is absolutely spot on right now. Perfect amount of resistance. There's a great smoke output at the early stages. You can kind of, I mean, you might be able to see it like fluttering off the end of the cigar there. I know this lighting that we use does actually disguise how much smoke is coming off the cigars for some reason. But wow, this is going to be a great cigar.
So as you can just see there, I just shaved a little bit off my cigar because the draw was tight.
All right, so the flavours that I'm getting right now, peppery, and that's about it. It's just quite peppery.
Controversial pepper.
I know, I don't really...
That's all right. We'll leave that for the podcast.
Yeah, Christ. So let's talk about how much these cigars are. Got it written down here somewhere.
Yours is £23. 23 euros.
23 euros.
And mine, yeah, and mine is 13 euros, and that you can get those at that price at Montefortuna. Why can't I say it?
I don't know.
Montefortunacigars.com, and you can use our cheeky little 5% discount code as well.
Yeah, that'll be in the description box below. But 23 euros for this cigar, that is a lot of cigar for 23 euros, because a Monte Cristo number 2 is about £29 now. And I think this is going to be better than that. Better than a number 2 for sure.
Yeah. I'm getting nut. Quite nutty.
I did offer that. Quite creamy nuttiness. Wow. This is going to be an intense smoke. I might even have to get some vintage rum out.
You got any left?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just for you then. I might have some
All right.
red wine.
So what we'll do whilst these heat up and develop, we're going to enjoy these, and we'll get back to you for part 2 of the video in a few minutes. Alright, and welcome back to part 2 of the video. So how are the cigars going? One complaint for me at the moment, my cigar keeps going out, and I'm really having to work to keep it lit, which is a little bit frustrating. I have kept these at about 60% humidity, so I was hoping that they wasn't going to be like too damp or whatever, so I don't think it's got anything to do with the humidity. I am keeping it nice and warm. I'm drawing on the cigar every like 30 seconds, but anyway, other than that, cigar's going well. Burn has been a little bit inconsistent, but I'm really enjoying the flavours. Just made a nice strong coffee. Then you've got a tea. Show everyone your cup.
Yes. This is my special cup. That Jed got me, didn't you? You came home with a present. And it's really cute.
Comes with a matching teapot.
It does.
So, what's going on over there with your Ramon Allones?
So, what's going on over here is, I was touching it up just then, because I left it for a little bit, because I'm trying to sort of do it so that we're, you know, near each other in terms of like finishing, etc. It's a good cigar. Let's just start with that. Construction is excellent.
Your ash held on, didn't it, for an inch and a half?
Ash had on so far, like, yeah, an inch and a half. It was bright white ash. It's like really like quite brilliant white, isn't it? Like almost. And razor sharp burn. So absolutely no complaints there with like burn, construction, etc. Flavour profiles, the nuttiness that I was getting very early on is still there, and I'm also now getting like, how do you say, almost like a coffee bean, and it's almost as if you've got it in your mouth and you're like crunching down on it, that kind of like crisp, bitter, or just a light bitterness, but yeah, coffee kind of vibe. So yeah, I'd say like a coffee bean aroma with some nut.
Sounds like a flat white.
Which is interesting. Yeah. For me, it's not, The flavours for me are not like jumping out at me as sort of waving at me and going, oh my god, you're gonna love this. But it's definitely a good little cigar. Like it's burning well, it's drawing nicely, good bit of resistance. It was a little bit tight early on, but apart from that, no complaints.
Sounds like a decent cigar. So it does sound like a good cigar. So I've got mine nice and hot here. Seems to be smoking well at the moment. I just hope that it doesn't continue to go out. That's literally my only complaint. Even now, I'm at the halfway mark of this cigar. It still feels good in your hands. Gives you like this nice, confident, like I'm a boss kind of feeling. I can imagine myself enjoying this out and about with a load of like peasant people around me. So I can just look down at them whilst I've got my Bolivar on the go.
He's joking. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I touched on it earlier. We filmed a couple of other bits, including a podcast. So I'll just mention it again because I'm not sure I did. It's a very feminine feeling cigar, this. Just the size itself, the 46 ring gauge, the sort of light wrapper with its very light crystallisation throughout the cigar. All of that mixed into one. It feels really light in the hands, feels, you know, kind of dainty, but it's still, you know, you've still got a relatively decent sized ring gauge there. So I would imagine this being like an excellent cigar to like pop in your handbag and have with the girls after some lunch. You know, kind of on the outdoors with a bit of sun coming down. So that kind of sort of thing. And
this is a cigar to have at dinner with a bottle of whiskey with a load of billionaires. A load of billionaire geezers. A load of property investors. Unfortunately, I'm not a property investor. Just take pictures of people and stuff.
Oh well, we'll get there. Property's where it's at.
Yeah.
Cigars of London property coming up.
Yeah, coming soon.
Coming soon.
And whilst we're on the topic of ideas, if you guys follow the Instagram page, you would have seen that I'm planning a online live cigar meet, where, you know, there's 10 places available and you can purchase a free ticket on the Cigars of London website. So I'm going to put all of the information for this in the description so you can actually go and read some more information. But what we're planning on doing is setting up a live stream for a group of 10 people to actually join us live whilst enjoying the same cigar. So the first cigar that I've selected is the Partagas Maduro No. 1. And the idea in it is that you guys go out and you buy this cigar, whether it's from your favourite online store or your favourite retailer. You then take it home, save it for the live stream, and you know, we're both going to be live and you guys can start smoking the cigar at the same time as us and chat to us whilst you're smoking the cigar, so we can kind of compare flavour notes and how the cigar's going, general experience, and even just have a chat about life and what we're all up to, share some ideas. I don't know, it's a brand new concept, never done it before, so I really like the idea of it, which is why I want to start it. Going back to the conversation we had during the podcast about the inconvenience of going to a cigar store. For me, finding somewhere to go and smoke a cigar can also be a little bit inconvenient. If you don't want to go to a cigar lounge, you know, sometimes I find that these cigar lounges are incredibly smoky. You don't have a lot of personal space.
Or ventilation. Not
to mention the fact that you've got to go all the way into London to find one of these lounges. You know, it's travel time, it's more money. So I like the idea of you guys being able to enjoy a cigar from the comfort of your own home with us, with a group of other people that are going to be online. You know, no webcam, no microphone is required on your end. We're going to be your hosts, and you can just chill out and enjoy a Partagas with us.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think it'll be a really fun sort of little gig, and hopefully we'll get a few more of those going, like with different cigars and, you know, different people, the same people. It'd be nice to have, like, you know, a nice mixture of people, and it's going to be a nice little intimate thing, you know, no more than 10.
Yeah, there are 10 spaces available, like legitimately, and we've already had 2 people sign up for it just yesterday when I launched it, which is amazing. So
we've got 8 more places left.
Yeah, which is fun. It's exciting. It's a cool idea. It's a cool idea because we've done YouTube Live before, just off the bat, like randomly. And it's always like, oh, you know, we wonder if anyone's going to join, and when people do join, sometimes they're smoking already, which is cool.
Yeah. Sometimes
they're not, but it will be good. It will be good for our viewers to be able to get involved with something that we're actually doing live. So we're gonna hold it there.
That bit there, yeah.
Come back for the third and final part of the video to see our final verdicts and final scores out of 10 on these 2 very special cigars. So we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Bye.
Alright, welcome back to the third and final part of the video. So how have we found these Casa del Habano cigars? I'll let you go first.
Okay, so this Ramon Allones, really well constructed. The ash is strong and steady, burn is razor sharp. In terms of flavour profiles, it's kind of shifted. So at the beginning I had, just to recap, at the beginning I had that kind of very nutty taste, which then developed in the second third, into like more of a coffee bean texture taste. And then now I'm getting very slight like leather tones as well. So it has developed, it has got slightly more complex. I'd say in the first sort of third, it was definitely verging on more of a light, very subtle kind of body, which wasn't doing much for me, I must say. I wasn't completely, you know, gripped by this sort of type of body and sort of suppleness. But as it's gone through, you know, we see it's kind of, I see that it goes into more of a medium body, and yeah, it's been okay. It's not been one that I'm sort of completely enthused over, but I must say it's a really kind of good little cigar. It's obviously been rolled very well, and it is on the tighter side, like tad tighter side of draws of which that I usually like. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, but it's on the tighter side of things, and it's not a bad thing, but for me I like mine to be a tad looser, draw wise. So that's a kind of summing up of mine, obviously. So it is a light to medium for me, slightly too light at the beginning, but has definitely picked up in sort of second and third parts. So yeah, that's mine. In terms of scorings, I'm probably going to give this well, it's going to be between a 6.5 and a 7 for me. I think I'm going to give it a 6.8, and that is purely, there's nothing wrong with the cigar. I want to say it's personal preference. It's got a very light, silky sort of smoke and white ash, just as a sort of aesthetic points there. But in terms of a smoke, it was a great little smoke. You could definitely see it as a lunchtime smoke, just being like the fact that it's quite a light-bodied, so it won't knock your socks off. But yeah, 6.8, I believe. Yeah.
Cool. So as for mine, the draw on mine has been absolutely spot on, to be quite honest with you. With a big cigar like this, you wouldn't want a tight draw like you've got there. It'll be an absolute nightmare. They're hard to manage with these bigger ring gauges, but overall, this is one of the best looking cigars that I've ever seen, obviously when it was new. Great construction to this cigar. I love the dark Maduro wrapper. The double band to begin with was amazing. Obviously I had to take it off to continue smoking the cigar. The burn has been a little bit up and down, a little bit hit and miss. The cigar did keep going out in like the first third, but and up to the halfway mark, but it seemed to have stayed lit quite well throughout the rest of it. Flavour profiles, it's quite earthy, but I'm mostly getting a lot of pepper, and there was a little bit of sweetness earlier on, but that faded out pretty quickly. Smoke output has been really, really good. a nice thick like haze. We were talking about it, wasn't we? We could kind of see the clouds of smoke just like drifting out the window, which is quite a cool thing to watch. Overall, this cigar for me it's been a really, really good cigar. I can imagine this being a good cigar with a group of friends with something stronger to drink, some rum or whiskey or something along those lines. Definitely an evening cigar. You do not want to have one of these for breakfast, that's for sure. You won't want to do anything else for the rest of the day. Price point, again, I'll bring it up. That is a lot of cigar for your money, without a doubt. If you haven't tried one of these, I'd definitely recommend picking one up. We're going to put the links to both of these cigars where they're available in the description box below, and there's also a 5% discount code as well for you. Overall, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It's an absolute beast of a cigar. Not one of my favourites. There's been a few little issues with it, but that's just based on this single cigar and personal preference. But highly recommended by me. Anything else that we might have missed? I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
I mentioned pretty much everything. So we'll close this video out now. I'm probably going to smoke this down a little bit more, but it is getting quite hot for me. And yeah, it's like medium to full bodied now. And it is a little bit hot on my tongue. So I'm almost finished here. So until next time, we will see you in the next video. What we got coming up in the next video?
Do you want to do one of those backwards, like little cuties, or we can do like a nice non-Cuban?
Yeah, we've got some interesting backwards cigars that looks like they're in a sweetie wrapper. But we've got a ton of non-Cubans to get through as well that we're going to pair with some lager.
We've got some lagers, which should be nice, or like pale ales, which should be good.
Alright, cool. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Bye.